I pulled out the Hive Chapter 5. I'm watching a movie, I'll turn it down later. Hearing Chen Feng's words, Yuzua immediately looked at the TV in Chen Feng's room. The Resident Evil movie being played in the TV series. When I saw the terrifying and hideous zombies in the movie, she immediately looked away. If you don't sleep and watch horror movies at night, you are not afraid that you will not be able to sleep. Yuzua left after speaking. He obviously didn't want to continue talking to Chen Feng. Chen Feng then closed the door again. After the door closes, the smile on Chen Feng's face had disappeared. He began to think about what to do next. With this ability to reach into the movie and take out things, his future cannot be ordinary. Now James and a zombie are in his room. He can't live with a zombie and a strong black man. This room is only 20 square meters. Chen Feng then took out his mobile phone to check the balance of his bank card. Only 2,000 pieces. This month's food delivery wages have not yet been paid. Now you can only take James and the zombies out to live first. Otherwise, it will be discovered by Yuzua sooner or later. Chen Feng looked at James, who was hiding behind the curtain, and said, "This is the 6th floor, can you go down?" James walked to the window and looked downstairs and said, "No problem, sir." Chen Feng nodded and said, "You go down and wait for me first, be careful not to be discovered." James, after receiving Chen Feng's order, climbed directly to the window. And then it started climbing down the pipe outside the wall. After all, James is the captain of the task force of the umbrella company, and his physical fitness far exceeds that of ordinary people. Climbing a building is not a problem for him. Chen Feng called the zombie out of the closet again. He directly let the zombie jump from the 6th floor. Zombies are already dead. Even if you break a bone, you can move. Chen Feng then picked up the takeaway box on the table. Then walked out of the room. Just walked out of the room. Yuzua, who was sitting on the sofa in the living room, looked at Chen Feng. "I saw Chen Feng carrying a takeaway box in the middle of the night." Yuzua asked suspiciously. "Chen Feng, you still go to deliver takeaway at night?" "I couldn't sleep, and I stayed at home, so I went to deliver food. By the way, I didn't come back at night." Chen Feng left this sentence and hurried out the door. When Yuzua saw Chen Feng go directly, I shook my head helplessly. She and Chen Feng became roommates a year ago. At the beginning, the dormitory environment in the martial arts university was too noisy, and she didn't like it. So I also came out to find a house to live in. And her family conditions themselves are not good. Looking for a house, you can naturally only choose to share a house. By introducing him, he also found a house in this community. After learning that the roommate was a man, she didn't want to do it at first. But there are few houses close to the samurai university. Helplessly, she could only try to live with Chen Feng for a while. Contact over time. She found that Chen Feng was a person who didn't like to talk very much, and he was focused on his own affairs. Gradually, she accepted the shared apartment. And Chen Feng looks handsome, and does things steadily, which is still very attractive to her. But when he learned that Chen Feng had read the junior year, he had not yet awakened the martial artist. She gave up completely. The warrior is awakened, and the younger he is, the farther he will have in the future. People like Chen Feng who did not awaken martial artists until his junior year. Basically, I can't awaken a warrior in my whole life. You can only be reduced to the bottom of society. Working a lifetime of 9 to 5 office work. She is a completely different world person. She and Chen Feng have been living together for a year. But the two of them basically didn't talk much. A month of communication is not even 10 sentences. But Yuzua was still very relieved in Chen Feng's heart. As for not coveting her like other men, this can be regarded as the only place she sees better in Chen Feng. Just wait for her to graduate and be assigned a job. Then she doesn't have to live in this kind of place. P.S. Ask for flowers, ask for evaluation. With the support of the handsome